What is going on, you guys? It's your boy Cyrus Obsidian here at Obsidian Games, here to bring you more Yu-Gi-Oh content. First, let's dive in. So for today, we put up a poll about a couple days ago on wanting to know what you guys think I should be playing this upcoming format, or at least our next locals. So we gave the option of Vanquish Soul, Virtual World, our Pendulum Magician, or Z-Arc, and then Scare Cash. All decks in some form or another were hit by this ban list, so we decided to give the option to you to see what we play. And you guys chose Vanquish Soul with resounding numbers, so we're going to be playing Vanquish Soul. The last couple times we haven't done very well with Vanquish Soul, but I feel like we are going to come in a better head, better mindset, and we're just going to push through, learn from the mistakes that we made in the past, be better at deck building, and we're just going to swing again. Because that's the whole point. We take things until we get it. And Vanquish Soul does take a cool head to pilot. It does take the patience and it takes skill to really pilot this deck. Can't just be brain dead and do brain dead combos like a combo player, which I am guilty as being. So we're going to come in with a new light, some better practicing, and hopefully do better today in today's locals. And also, ban list. Crazy, right? So we are cooking up some different profiles for decks that we do have that did get hit. Pendulum Magician, Losing Baron, and Borreload Savage is a huge hit, but we are able to overcome that with a new deck build that we have. Same thing with Virtual World, it Losing Baron. Sure, that's just one card in the extra deck. We can just substitute a Shang-Yi, not a problem. And then Scare Cash Tier, Losing Baron again, not a problem. So we do have some cards that can come off. Vanquish Soul was also one that got lost summon limit. I know some profiles played it, some didn't. I was playing it, so we did lose it, but I think this profile is just a little bit better. It's not as sacky, but it's also super consistent as long as we play smart. So without further ado, let me show you the profile that we're rocking with, and huge thanks to one of the users that commented on last week's video, Jin5635, who gave me some pointers on what we should do, and we took those pointers and we're actually going to use them. So let me show you the profile. Let me show you the profile that we are working with today. So we made some changes since the last time we played, so hopefully this turns out better in our favor. We're still playing 2 Caesar Valius. This time we did drop Heavy Board back down to 2 rather than 3 we were playing it at, because there were times where we did have the bigger cards in hand when we wanted our smaller or other engines to kind of just get us into Razin, pretty much. We're still playing 2 Zhao Long. I think 2 Zhao Long is as much as you need to play. Not 1, not 3. I think 2 is pretty good. And we still are playing 3 Razin, 2 Mad Love, and then 1 Pantera. And then following it, we still are playing 3 Stake, 1 Continue, and 1 Snow Devil. So I think this is just our pretty standard Vanquish Soul line that we're going to continue playing, and hopefully we're going to do better tonight. As to our support, so thanks again to Jin5635 that commented on the video from last time, and we took his advice and we are playing some extra support cards to help us get into Razin a lot faster. So we are playing 3 Pot of Prosperity with 2 Durandal, because going first or second, as long as we can get a body on board, Durandal will always be live. 1 Rhoda and 1 Small World. So we did opt to put in the 1 Small World again, just because we do play a variance of attributes. We will somehow get into Razin no matter what we open. And then lastly, our non-engine, hand traps, whatever you want to call it. My supporting cast, as I like to call it. Playing 3 Fenrir with the 1 Rise Heart. We are still playing 3 Ash, 3 Shifter, and we decided to up Ghost Spell again 2/3 thanks to Jin5635. And then we are playing 3 Imperm. So Imperm is a card that I have thought about countless times, taking out, putting in, taking out, putting in. But I think playing the imperm is still good, since we're still in a meta where card negation, effect negation will be high. Will be nice to have the imperms. But if we don't play the imperms in its place, I would play Ghost Mourner and Moonlit Chill, because I think Ghost Mourner and Moonlit Chill, being able to be live during any circumstance, is beneficial. So that is something to consider as I go forward with this. And then in the side deck, or I guess, yeah, we'll go side. We are playing 3 copies of Nibiru, which this card's going to be popping off like crazy this format. We're playing 3 Droll, 3 DD Crow. I decided to go with DD Crow just in case we need the extra graveyard removal, because I feel like Fire King Snake Eye will be the big precedent, along with Voiceless Voice, to be like fighting for the #1 seed. I definitely think Fire King will definitely be that spot, but just in case, DD Crow can serve both purposes. Then we're playing 2 Lightning Storm, 1 Duster, and 3 copies of Evenly Matched. So I preferred the Storm over the Cyclones, just because we will be more in a board breaking. So this being able to serve dual purpose is really great. Evenly, same situation, and then Duster, same situation. And then moving to the extra deck, this really hasn't changed. We're still playing the 1 Shaka 9 with the 1 Borbo, the 1 Dweller, the 1 Baguska, the 1 Battling Boxer, the 1 Flare, the 1 Typhon, and then the 1 Zeus. I think the Zeus package will be really good, being able to send stuff. Then we're still playing 3 Rocks of the Vanquisher, playing 1 Dark, the Dark Charmer Gloomy, 1 Phoenix, 1 Access Code, and 1 Underworld Goddess. So I guess this is where things changed. We're playing Access Code rather than the Blackluster Soldier. I think Access Code is going to be a lot better. Underworld, I think, is going to be really good this format too. I am thinking about switching out Dark for IP, but for now we'll just leave it as it is. So that is the profile that we are rocking with today. Hopefully we can do the deck some better justice than we have been, but let's see if we can go redeem ourselves today.
All right, so that was a freaking insane match. So round 1, we play against the mirror playing Vanquish Soul. So like honestly, it was probably like the nuts. Game 1, he went first. I had all the interruptions. Game 2, he went first again. I couldn't break it. Game 3, I went first. We did a lot of back and forth. And honestly, Game 3 was just so wild. I will admit, I got so greedy, and I should have just gone into Red Eye's Flare, swung over my Jylon that he stole from me, and then gone continue, brought it back, and I could have done some shenanigans to at least survive a play, and then burn him for some as well. But we didn't, because we did not play right. So that's for the future. I knew he had a Druid's Worm in hand, so even if I continued, I had Mad Love and Heavy Borger, so he would have just Druid's Wormed it away. But live and learn, right? Live and learn. So we're going to go into round 2. We've got 4 more rounds to go, and we'll see what we can do with Vanquish Soul. Honestly, I'm super hyped, and during the match, I opened up my OTS, and I pulled the 3rd Ulti Rock. And let me say, this Ulti Rock looks so good, so good. So I think we're sold on playing Vanquish Soul now. It's just like, maybe we rarely upgrade the main deck. But I'm already doing that with Pen Magician, so we one deck at a time. Also, this was a lot more expensive. But anyways. Alright, so round 2, we play against a newcomer into the game. So it was a little unfair. Kudos to her for showing up, and honestly, she had such a great spirit, great attitude towards the game. For wanting to get into it again, especially in this time where we're just barely coming off of a new ban list. Tier 0 is still unknown, but I think we all pretty well know that Snake Eye Fire King's going to be it. And she's playing a Fire King Rose Dragon. My goodness. Red Rose Dragon, Roxy Red. I can't remember the name. Someone's going to put it down in the comments, right? But anyways, so we would just open up solid. We're able to control tempo, do Vanquish Soul things, just control it, both for games 1 and 2. Talk to her afterwards, and it's like, Fire King, you got a really good start. buy another couple Fire King structure decks, and you have like a really competitive deck to play in this format. And so it'll be cool to see her come back and see another newcomer into the game, because, you know, I think if anything, the structure decks this year are going to really help newcomers. I know I really don't talk about this much, about being a rogue player and also a budget player at that, and, you know, where you can really just start building up your momentum to kind of get into this game, because it can be hard. It's not like other traditional trading card games where, you know, there's set rotations like Magic and Lorcana, which we just started learning, so there might be some content coming. But like Lorcana, who's brand new, and like they're just kind of like really well rounded about getting product out and just new sets, new support. So it's, you know, hard to get into this game, but at the same time, it's really fun, rewarding when you do get into it and you start making those investments. Or even like me, who waits months and months to pick up cards because they know that they'll dive down in price. So yeah, that's round 2. We still have 3 more rounds to go, and we'll see what happens. All right, so round 3, we play against the deck that I'm actually trying to build, Valmonica. So this is before the support releases in Legacy of Destruction, and honestly, his list was kind of cracked. I liked it. So he's playing Valmonica Aromage, which, you know, Aroma lets you gain and pay life points, triggering and getting counters on both pendulum scales. So that way you're able to do your Snatch Steal on the opponent's turn. Also being able to use the links, which is really cool. So although it was such a cool list, we opened up hand traps for days, and Vanquish Soul's core to just kind of pop off. He stalled me though with Baguska, so he had me on that. But we were able to just kind of push through and just crack the board. I prevented him from getting 3 resonance counters, knowing the deck myself because I'm wanting to build it, wanting to play it. And yeah, we just did Vanquish Soul things. So 2-1 right now. We haven't been in top tables, and I'm kind of scared. But I'm liking the way this deck is performing today. Sure, round 1 had the mirror, which we learned a lot from the mirror. Courier Car is still a good card. Might invest into it. Might is a strong word. I like the theory of it, but I'm not sold on it quite yet for this deck. Playing against a Return, a newcomer, and then the Valmonica Aroma list. Still, Vanquish Soul is doing the Vanquish Soul things. It is really a rogue strategy to play, as myself liking to play rogue is doing rogue things. So who knows how we will go the rest of the night. So we'll see. All right, so tournament is over, but we didn't get to record round 4 or 5. Things got really intense. So round 4, we play against another mirror match in Vanquish Soul. This time, though, it was Vanquish Soul Snake Eye. So this was really cool to see. The deck was like uber consistent. It was able to just get a lot of draw power, a lot of resource management. So in game 1, opponent goes first. He was able to take it. He out-resourced me. Game 2, I resourced him and burned him a lot, so we were able to burn for game. Game 3, though, this one was a really well fought out match that went 2-time. Thankfully, though, Heavy Border and Snow Devil came in clutch. We were able to burn him for enough. We were able to swing over for enough, and we were able to take game over his domineering presence. But he also out-resourced himself, meaning he had no resources left to keep grinding, whereas I still had tons of resources left, and we were able to take a win in time, thanks to being able to burn. And then round 5, we play against Goblin Biker, and game 1, I did not open up attributes to either draw, reveal, to burn, so we ended up taking an L there. And then in game 2, same thing happened. We didn't draw 2 attributes, and when we did, my opponent had Book of Moon. And he Book of Moon my Heavy Border and my Razin, so I couldn't keep grinding into the game, and he was just Ashura King for game. So that was unfortunate. Who knew Book of Moon? Who knew? But we ended up taking 6th place, which is really great. We did improve, going 3-2 tonight with Vanquish Soul. Couldn't be any happier. We just got to replicate this for the next couple of tournaments as we go into Sneak Peek this Saturday. Let me know if you guys want me to keep playing Vanquish Soul, because if not, I'm thinking about switching over to Rescue Ace again, because I think that deck could use a little bit loving, and we've got some sneaky sneak that we can play with it. But that's it, everyone. Hope you liked this video. Like, comment, subscribe, and watch for my Instagram, where I will post a poll to see what you guys think I should be playing for the sneak peek. So we'll catch you in the next one.